Your network is your net worth. Let's talk about this. Hey, it's John Armstrong here. Welcome back to another 5-Minute Friday. Before we get started, it'd be great if you could just like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And let's talk about why your network is your net worth, especially when it comes to affiliate marketing, especially on Warrior Plus and JVZoo. Because if we go over to Munchai, right, all of these guys on Munchai, Jamie Lewis, DePapa, Shandin, Daniel, John Newman, Darren Brown, Art Flair, I know all of these guys personally, okay? And they know me as well. And one of the main reasons why I promote their products, after, of course, I know that the product is a good product fit, and it's a good product. The other reason why I would, well, the second biggest reason that I would probably promote their products is because I know them and I like them and we are actually good friends, albeit online friends. But they are part of my network. So in order for you to be successful in JVZoo and Warrior Plus, you need to expand your network. Don't be shy. Go out there and start making friends. Because here's how it all works, right? So people launch a product primarily to make money, right? But they also do it, and this is another big reason why they launch products, and they launch products so frequently, is to build up their email list. Because every single person that buys their product is automatically transferred onto their email list. So they get a brand new subscriber. And another reason why people launch to build up their email list is because every single new subscriber that they get has bought something from them, making them a qualified buyer subscriber. Now, buyer subscribers, qualified buyer subscribers, are proven to buy again and again and again and again. So having this proven buyer subscriber on their email list means that when they go out to send promotional emails for other people's products as an affiliate, it's a very high chance that this buyer subscriber will buy from their email, okay, resulting in money in their pocket, okay? So people launch products, yes, to make money, but B, the main reason why they launch products is to build up their email list. And this is why they're giving away such big commission percentages for people to promote their products. They give away 100% of the front end because they know that's going to entice affiliates to send traffic to their offer. When those people buy, they go onto their email list. So they can have that new subscriber on their email list for them to make money from time and time again. So they launch to make money and build an email list. And then they send out email promotions to their new email list that they built up as a result of launching products. And they make money from promoting other people's products. So there's two ways to make money right here: launching and promoting, right? Now, apart from making money from promoting, there's also another reason why affiliates promote certain people's offers, and that is called reciprocation. Now, reciprocation is kind of like a back scratching. So, for example, okay, we've got person A that is launching. We've got person B that is launching a product. We've got person C that is launching a product. And we've got person D, which is launching a product. And then we have me, and I'm launching a product, right? So what I would need to do in order for this to work successfully for me is I need to promote person A's product, preferably get onto their leaderboard. So they will remember me and they're going to hit my launch when it happens, right? I do the same for person number C, person B, person C, and person D. So all of these four people have now remembered who I am. And they remembered that, okay, Jono's done me a favor by promoting my launch. Now I'm going to do him a favor by promoting his launch. So by the time I go to launch my product, I have affiliate A sending traffic, affiliate B sending traffic, affiliate C sending traffic, affiliate D sending traffic to my launch, resulting in a successful launch of me selling thousands of copies. Now remember, Each one of those 1,000 copies is a real human that has bought my product. And each one of those 1,000 people have been put onto my email list. So then, when person A launches again, I can support them and send them back even more buyers. Person B launches. I can email my new list and send him a bunch of sales. Person C launches. I can email my list and send him a bunch of sales, and so on and so on. So what ends up happening is this process is called reciprocation. Okay, reciprocation. So I promote other people's launches, I get onto their leaderboard, and in turn, when it's my turn to launch, they will all support my launch. And that's why you want to get into this. And that's why it's so important to network, because you're going to be launching eventually you're going to be launch your own product, right? And this is going to build your list even bigger. In the meantime, you're going to be supporting other people's products. You're going to be sending your traffic to their offers to make money. And you're going to be making money from that, okay? But you're also going to be building up reciprocation. So what happens is it starts to snowball. The more you reciprocate, the more people you get to support your product, the more people join your email list, right? And then you're able to support more people. And then when it comes to you launching again, you've got even more people supporting your launch, meaning you'll make even more money from your launch and your email list will grow even bigger. So this has a snowball effect. And that's why if you do this right, you're able to grow exponentially and build a huge email list, make a ton of money, and every single launch that you put out there is very, very successful. Now, this all starts with your network, and that's why it's your net worth. Like I said before, all of these vendors on JVZoo and Warrior Plus, I actually know them personally, and we have conversations, we talk about different things, we have fun, and when it comes to them launching a product, one of the main reasons why I will support their product is because I like them. They're my friends, right? So you need to break in to this circle of people, this circle of vendors, in order for you to get a head start and kind of join this club of vendors on JVZoo and Warrior Plus. How do you do that? Well, first of all, and don't be shy about this, there's nothing to worry about. Go over to Facebook. Okay, go over to Facebook and go and look up one of these big vendors. I mean, you can use my profile if you want. So go to my profile, just type in John O. Armstrong. Go to my friends, and most of these guys on here, these are all vendors on Warrior Plus or JVZoo, because I use my Facebook profile primarily as a networking tool. So all of these guys on here are vendors. Just go and friend them and say, hey, I'm looking to get into Warrior Plus and JVZoo. I've seen that you're a vendor on Warrior Plus and JVZoo. I'd like to add you as a friend. Maybe we could help each other out in future or something like that. Right? What you don't want to do is start spamming them and saying, hey, help me, please, help me to make money, help me to be successful, because they're just going to block you. They're just going to blacklist you, right? Because I know that, because I do that. I blacklist anybody who's like, please, help me for free. I don't have time for that, right? One of the reasons why I've worked so hard and spent so much time building up my business is so that I can retire and I don't have to deal with all of these newbies and people asking me and expecting my help for free, because it doesn't work like that. If you really want my help or somebody's help who is a big player, you got to be prepared to pay them for it, right? Yes, maybe it sucks, but that's how it works. That's business. And if you want to better yourself, be prepared to invest in yourself and pay to play, because that's how it works, right? So don't go and spam all of these guys and say, please, sir, help me. Or even worse, I've had a lot of people messaging me saying, please, sir, I need money. Please send me money. And it's like, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. It's not gonna get you anywhere, right? You can't expect strangers just to give you money, for one. And number two, these guys, they are going to help you, but they are going to help you by being part of your network, right? But you need to prove yourself, first of all, to become part of that network. And once you are part of that network, you are going to get rich, right? but it all starts with adding these people, complimenting these people about some of the work that they've done. Facebook will even tell you when these people have birthdays, so you can go and write on their timeline and say happy birthday. Just little things to get you recognized, to get you noticed. Start doing those things because they are going to help you out, right? And if any of these people make a post about something, comment on their post. Just do whatever you can to get onto these people's radars, right? So that they start seeing you everywhere. And then when it comes to you actually launching your product for the first time, those people will probably already know who you are and they'll be willing to start supporting you. You know, just make small talk, small chat with these people. It is appreciated, but just don't take the piss. Don't start asking these people to help you out for free. When you have your first product ready, don't go around all these people and say, please support me. Don't go around and say, oh, please join, partner up with me, because they're not going to do that. You need to prove yourself before you get to that level. And it all starts off with just befriending these people and commenting and getting yourself onto their radar. That's where it all starts, right? And then, okay, here's the plan of action. What you need to do, that is the first step, networking, right? The next thing that you need to do is start building up some kind of following of your own, right? And you can do that pretty easily with launch jacking, right? Launch jacking. This is one of the easiest ways to start from zero, to start making money from zero. Why? The essence of launch jacking is providing value, right? By doing a review video for people that are already interested in buying the product that you're reviewing. They just need that little push over the edge. They just need that little bit of value that you provide by showing them what the product does, right? Because if you think about the way that launch jacking works, right? You have, actually, I'll explain this in another video, but basically you can get started doing launch jacking. It's an excellent way to get started. It gets you good experience on camera. It gets you to start building up a YouTube audience, YouTube subscribers. It's classed as content, so the more videos that you put out there, the higher your videos will start to rank on YouTube as well, which is only a good thing. And you can make money from launch jacking, from people buying from your review video without you even having to have an email list. That is why I think launch jacking is one of the best ways to get started online. This is the exact way that I got started. I didn't start with an email list, right? I started when I was broke. I'd just come out of drugs rehabilitation. I was super paranoid. I was broke. I didn't have a penny to my name. I wasn't able to invest in traffic and start building up an email list that way. This is all I had to go off. So I made it work. I pumped out review video after review video. I started making awesome bonuses. People started subscribing to my YouTube channel because they liked my content. And then I started creating my own products and people started buying my products and I sold them on my YouTube channel. And that's how I started to build up my email list. It didn't happen overnight. It took a long time. But through consistency, I managed to get into this network of people, which is Warrior Plus and JVZoo, and started launching products and the whole thing started snowballing. But it all started with launch jacking. So that's definitely a good option. Another thing you can do is start putting out good YouTube videos, right? Helpful content, good video content. And this will organically start to grow your YouTube channel. And then when you have a product, which could just be like a 5-video mini-series, you can give that to your subscribers in return for their email address. Okay? Yes, they might be freebie seekers. They might not be qualified buyer subscribers, but it doesn't matter at this point. You're just getting started. And who knows? Some of those people might end up buying stuff from you in the future. Either way, get them onto your email list by creating something of value that you can give away in exchange for their email address, right? So start building up your following on YouTube by cranking out good content, right? You could also, when it comes to making a product, you could look at things which is called PLR. PLR means private label rights. Now, these are basically products that other people have made that they are allowing you to either sell or give away if you want. Now, this all sounds good on paper because you probably think, oh, great, somebody else has done all the work for me and I just need to go and sell it. Yes, you can do that, but here's why it's not going to be helpful. It's not going to be branding you as a person. And at the end of the day, that's the most valuable asset you have in your business, is yourself. That's why my YouTube channel is called John O. Armstrong, not the world's best review channel. No, I'm branding myself because I'm a one-man show here. I'm the most important thing in my business. And if I started just taking other people's work and selling it, nobody's going to really know who John O. Armstrong is. They know who I am because I create my own content, right? So what you can do when it does come to PLR is you can buy the license, but you would need to recreate any videos that are made inside of this PLR package, right? Don't be lazy about this. Recreate these videos with yourself on camera, and that way you're going to be rebranding yourself. The good thing about this is that you don't have to have the headache of creating any content from scratch. That person who created this PLR has already done this for you. All you need to do is take notes on each individual video that they've made and go and remake it in your own words. It is pretty simple, and that's a pretty good little hack right there, okay? You could also go over to a website which is called Code Canyon, right? Just go and Google it. This is a website where you can basically buy licenses to cheap software that other people have made, and you can go and start selling those softwares. What you would probably need to do there is, if once you have the license to that software, you probably have to make your own training to show how the software works. But somebody else has put all the effort into making that software, which is not necessarily branded to them because it's not their face on the software. It's just the software, right? So if you can package that together with some training that you've made showing people how to use that software, you can package that up and that becomes a product that you can sell, right? So once you have these things and you have some kind of a following on YouTube, you just keep on cranking out good content until you hit a following of, say, 1,000 people or 2,000 people. You find some way of getting those people onto your email list, right? And you can do that through these things that I've been talking about. You create some kind of simple product that you can give away in return for that email address. That way you're going to start building up your email list. Now, once you have your email list, ideally, what you want to do is start creating your own products. And you can do this with that PLR method that I just mentioned to you before, or with Code Canyon. Either way, you need to start making your own products every month that you can start selling to your own audience. That is the best way that you can do it, because the other way to do it would be to start selling other people's products as an affiliate. But the problem there is you've gone through all of this hard work, building up a channel, you know, putting out content to get these subscribers. You've qualified those subscribers through selling them a product that you've created yourself, and then they've become buyer subscribers. And it's a real shame if you just start promoting other people's products from the get-go. The only thing you're doing is giving them a buyer subscriber on a plate that you've worked so hard to nurture. And that is a real shame. You're just giving it away to somebody else, and then that person becomes their buyer subscriber. And they might be better at generating content than you. They might be better at writing emails from you. And then that subscriber, instead of becoming your diehard subscriber, they become somebody else's diehard subscriber because you've just given it to them on a plate. That's why it's always better if you can create your own content, do that, and sell your own content to your list of subscribers first until you have a few thousand people on your email list. And then, and only then, you can start promoting other people's products. So once you have that subscriber base, then what you want to do is start entering into this game of reciprocation that we talked about earlier on, right? So you may have a launch booked, let's say 2 months out, what you want to do is focus on hitting strategic partners leaderboards. Just figure out 4 to 5 people to start off with that you could start hitting their products, right? You want to go over to Muncheye and look for, when you're starting off, just look for some small to medium vendors, okay? Why? Because if you just go straight for the jugular of big vendors like Sean Josiah, Mosh Barry, Branson, you're not going to be able to make any kind of significant impact on their leaderboards with a subscriber list of a couple of thousand people. It's going to be very difficult. You're competing against people like me, against all of these other big affiliates. And the top 10 on the leaderboard, all of that real estate is going to be taken up by people like me who have an email list of 40, 50,000 people, right? That's why I'm saying when you start doing this, you want to focus on the small to medium vendors. All right, so you got people like DePapa here. He's a small to medium vendor, right? You've got people like John Newman, right? You've got people like Jamie Lewis, right? You got people like Kevin Fahey doesn't reciprocate, so just don't do it with him. You've got other people as well. I will actually make a full video on different vendors on Muncheye that you can start reciprocating with. But look for those small to medium vendors, and whenever they launch, you want to go all out on promoting their launches, because if you can get into the top 5 on their leaderboard, which shouldn't be very difficult if it's a small to medium vendor, then when it comes to you doing your launch in a couple of months' time, they're going to remember who you are. And you can even start hitting them up on Facebook and saying, look, I got into your top 5. Now it's time to return the favor. I'm launching on the 5th of May, right? That is the best strategy to get started with, okay, when you are just getting started. So once you get to that stage, and you've found 5 small to medium vendors, and you have your launch, and all of those 5 small to medium vendors that you supported in the past, they now supported your launch. Your launch might sell 500 copies or 1,000 copies, right? Which is great. Now you get 500 to 1,000 new people onto your email list. And then you can start going after bigger vendors, right, who have even bigger email lists, and do the same thing, right? Either way, through networking, you're going to find people that you resonate with, starting with the small to medium vendors. Just try to have conversations with these people. I mean, they're all cool guys. They all have similar things in common to you and me. We all want to be financially free. In fact, most of these guys on Warrior Plus and JVZoo already are, right? And that's where you want to be. So that's why it's so important that your network is your net worth. Because once you start hanging out with these like-minded people, they're going to start inspiring you to do new things. And once you start hitting their leaderboards, they're going to see that you're serious about this, and they're going to start promoting your products, leading to this whole snowball event that's going to be happening. And that's where everything starts to take off, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a little bit long. Don't forget to smash the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out more content in a couple of days' time, so stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on these new videos that I'm putting out. And I'll see you in the next one. All the best. Take care.